You left her house when?
The last time I left her house was August 17th of 2018. I left her house to go spend time with my aunt and with my wife. And during that weekend, Mr. O'Farrell had texted me and asked me when I was coming back to the house. I text back, told him I'd be back at the house on Sunday. And it was either Saturday or Sunday. I don't know what day it was. My wife was there, I was not. From my understanding, Miss O'Farrell showed up and they had an altercation, and then Mr. O'Farrell showed up and they had an altercation. And on the 20th of August, my parole officer told me, do not go back to that address. So on the 20th of August, I went and I transferred my payee from my Social Security because Miss O'Farrell was my payee. And during the week between the 20th and the 24th, Miss O'Farrell continuously was texting me, asking me about my first back pay of Social Security because now they break it up into 4 payments. They don't give you the lump sum all at once anymore.
Oh, that's...
And Miss O'Farrell was my payee at the time, so the check was going to her in my name.
What's curious to me, it's so curious to me, because that's your counterclaim. Your counterclaim is that she was the payee on your Social Security and you got one check for a couple of $1,000s and she kept it.
Yes.
And you want it back.
Yeah, she cashed it fraudulently.
She was the payee. She's allowed to cash
She
it.
was no longer the payee when she received the check, and I have the text message from her saying, thank you very much, I was just at the office for an hour and I know I'm no longer your payee.
That's okay. You owed her the money. Either she took it herself, which she shouldn't have done. She should have let me give it to her. It would have given me more satisfaction. But she's got it already, so she's not getting any more money because she already got a couple of $1,000s, which is all you owe her. But she's keeping the money. I just find that outrageous. You have everything so organized. You have the text messages organized. You have the history organized. You have everything organized. Why in the world do you need a payee?
They said I needed
Just a sec.
They
Not
said.
they said.
Okay.
Not they said. You must have pleaded that there's something wrong with your brain, that you needed a payee to be in charge of your money because people who have, put your hand down, because people who have a disability, sir, who can't work because they have something wrong with their arms or something wrong with their legs or they have a spine injury, you know, they don't have payees for their checks. Their checks come to them. If there's something wrong with you mentally or if you physically can't get out to a bank or something to cash a check or to do your business, neither of which is in your case, because you have, according to you, documentation of every single thing, every single act, every date, every meeting with your parole officer, every text message. In addition to that, you can make a baby, you can drive a car, you can clean a house, you can do everything else but work. Your case is dismissed because you got paid already.
Your Honor,
you got
he
paid.
filed a false restraining order against
Just a second. You got paid over $2,000 for the money that he took from you and for having him around for 6-month intervals without paying rent, without doing anything except...
I worked for her in lieu of
He
the
worked-
rent.
You, just a second.
He worked for me and I paid him. I gave him money for babysitting my daughter and for taking care of my home.
I got $40 a week from
That's
her
not
husband,
true.
and I
I
got
paid him
I got $50 a week from her.
No.
Just a
So
second.
altogether,
Just a
I
second.
got $90
No,
a
he
week,
did not.
and she also paid my cell phone bill every month.
That's
which my
great.
cell phone bill was
I want to
$50
ask
a
you
month.
this question. Did you tell Social Security you were working?
The attorney knew.
Your Honor,
Get out of here.
Your Honor,
Get out.
he filed a false restraining order. Your Honor,
You're done.
Your Honor, he filed a false restraining order against me that was dismissed.